Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to be doing a quick review for you, or I'll try to make it as quick as I possibly can, of the KJW KP-17, which is also known as the G17. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the gun a little bit, just talk about basically what I think of it, and then of course just some information regarding the power of it, what it's made out of, pros and cons and whatnot. Basically anything in a review. I'll go ahead and touch on it as much as I can. So, starting off with what I got here, obviously it's going to be the regular G17 with the tan lower frame. I did want to go for the black one. Unfortunately, they did not have that one in stock, and so I just kind of went with the tan version of this as well. I didn't really have a color preference. I like the tan version. It's just as nice in my opinion. And what really made me want to buy another G17 is just the fact that this one is the KJW version. Generally, all the other ones I've bought were either were just Wii Tech. Actually, there wasn't really any other ones apart from the Stark Arms G42 that I have, and now the KJW G17 or KP-17 as it's known. So that's kind of what drew me to it, because with KJW, it's one of my favorite brands just because of the craftsmanship of the actual guns themselves. They do a really good job with the finishes, and just the quality overall really shows with their brand, which I've come to enjoy with having their guns, for the last couple of years or so. So definitely something really got me interested for this pistol. I don't have the box, unfortunately. If you saw my unboxing video of this gun, you saw that it came in like a white box, basically. It turns out that box was actually folded inside out, which I didn't even know until I was throwing it away, and then I saw inside the top cover, it was the KJW logo, KP-17, and basically, just a flat black interior. But anyway, that was the box. You don't really get a whole lot of anything except, the KJ Works BBs, and then that's really about it. And then also the manual. So this is what the manual is going to look like. You can see KP-17 by KJ Works. So if we just open this real quick, it's basically anything that you'll get with, just not telling you what not to do with this gun, operations with how to just use the airsoft pistol, how to load it, how to charge the gas in there, disassembly as well, and then hop-up adjustment. And then also another thing I like with the KJWs is they do a kind of like a blown up version of the gun. So if you ever need any of these parts, you can contact the manufacturer and then they can send over whatever parts that you need. But that's the manual that comes with for this Glock replica. One thing to notice with KJW is they never put any type of trademarks or logos or anything on the pistols or on their guns that that match to the real thing. As you can see, where you would normally find the Glock trademarks on this, they're actually not present. So the only thing they had here was a sticker that said "Made in Taiwan," but there's no G, there's no Austria, there's no 9x19, there's absolutely nothing. If we look into anything else on here, the lower frame, usually that would have a Glock trademark, but that just says KJ on there. And then over here you see blowback system, or gas blowback system, read manual before use. Over here, made in Taiwan, KJ Works, and there's a serial number here. On the outer barrel, usually there'd be some kind of stamps here, and same on the outer barrel, or the slide I meant to say earlier. But this is clean. That's another kind of cool thing I like is, some people prefer them to be, sorry about that. Some people prefer them to be just regular, blank, nothing on there, no logos, no markings, nothing. For me, I'm like half and half with that. I kind of wish they would go with trademarks, but they're just a company that doesn't really do that. But no worries, for me that's not a deal breaker. But anyway, that's with the logos. As you may know, or for those that may not know, construction of Glock is polymer and metal. So the lower frame is going to be polymer material, whereas the slide and outer barrel and this slide catch is going to be all metal, and then that pin in there as well. The mag release is plastic, the trigger is plastic, and the tabs to pull the slide off is also plastic. And then the magazine, of course, the base plate is plastic. This is a custom one. This is the one you'll get with yours. It'll just be blank. But this one is a custom mag base that I have that has the Glock logo. And then magazine, of course, has to be metal for the gas. One thing I noticed with the magazine, like a lot of the KJ models, is they have this nice matte finish on there, which I truly love because it just looks really high quality, in my opinion. It's really nice. I think it's, it's a nice touch. It's basically the same finish as the slide here. You can tell it's the same exact material. It's like an aluminum material for the slide, but for this, it's probably something else. It could be aluminum. I doubt it though, but anyway, it does match, really closely resembles the same metal up at the top. For the sights, you'll have your bracket sights, like the traditional Glock sights, which I definitely like those. And then, as you can tell by the mag release, this is a Gen 3 frame, it looks like. So with Gen 4, for example, here's a KP-17 with a Gen 4 frame. The stipling's a little different. So here's a comparison of the stippling. And then the mag release is much larger for the Gen 4 models. So just those little things. So I like the Gen 3. It feels a little bit more slimmer in my hand than a Gen 4. Gen 4 seems a little thicker in my opinion. But I don't know exactly. With capacity of the magazine, just going back to that real quick, it is right around 23 rounds from what I was able to put in there. And the one cool thing with this is, let me see here. This is the KP-17 magazine. They are in fact compatible with KJW Glocks, and vice versa. The KJ magazine will work in the Wii Glocks. So that's something really cool. If you already have Wii Glocks and you bought the KJ, you're in luck. The magazines will fit just fine. I don't know about the slides. I will probably do another video to see if they are compatible with each other. For example, if we remove the slide, if we can exchange it, put the KJ slide on a Wii Tech frame, I'll do something like that. But anyway, that's how disassembly works on this. I'm going to just show you that real quick. I kind of did that a little quick there. So with a Glock, how you disassemble it is first you want to make sure you rack it so the hammer gets engaged. You pull the tabs on down on both sides, so 1, 2, just at the same time, and then you just use your thumb and push forward. And then it should come forward like this, slides right off. And then here you go, and that's the, okay, camera's not wanting to focus today, I apologize. There's the inside here. So that's what you're looking at. So basically, material-wise, it looks almost identical to the Wii. So let me just get you the Wii, for example, here. So here, up at the very top, you have the Wii G17 slide and nozzle and outer barrel. And on the bottom, you have the KJ Works. So you can see there is a lot of similarities. From what it looks like, maybe the recoil rod is a little bit longer on the KJ, but maybe that's just my eyes, from what I can see. But that's what that's looking like. Here's the lower frame for the KJ, and here is the Wii Tech. So again, it's very similar. Material definitely looks to be similar. That same type of pot metal from what it looks like. But it's definitely something interesting that I'm gonna experiment with to see if these parts are cross-compatible with each other. Going into the power of this, it's going to be right around 330 feet per second. Again, this is just the semi-auto version. This is not the full auto. So it's just single action fire basically. And then I guess really just touching into with U.S. customers, you will get the one with the orange tip. I did have the orange tip on there, which I was able to remove with ease. You can tell also this is actually not a threaded barrel. This is just a regular barrel. The Wii has a threaded barrel, which you can see there. So that's just slight similarities or slight differences. I mean, with the KJ and then with the Wii Glocks. So this was kind of just a quick overview of the pistol itself. There really isn't a whole lot of difference from what I see comparing between Wii and KJ. Except, the finish is definitely a lot nicer on the KJ. Price wise, it's somewhere in the same ballpark. I got this for like about $70 or so, and the Wii G17s are right in that same price range, right around $70 or so. The one cool thing with this is they do have a CO2 model, which is the one I wanted originally, but that was one that was defective that they unfortunately couldn't ship to me. Which is why I got this one instead. But they are compatible with CO2. I don't know about this one. I think this one is just green gas only with this nozzle, but from what I understand, they do have a CO2 and green gas model that you can purchase. So that's definitely cool. Again, with KJ, they definitely like to go with both gases, as people that airsoft in cold weather and people that airsoft in warm weather, or green gas is easier than CO2 and vice versa, or whatever. We, on the other hand, usually just does green gas. If you want to run CO2, you can. They make magazines for it, but I would not advise it on the OEM nozzle because it is not strong enough for CO2. But that's where the upgrades come into play. If you choose to upgrade it, you can. But mainly, that's what I really had for just a quick overview of the pistol. Again, it's plain and simple. There really isn't a whole lot to this pistol. If you guys feel I didn't touch on anything, or you have some kind of questions regarding the pistol, definitely leave me a comment in the video. You can contact me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on there on all those platforms. I'm pretty good at replying to you guys. So if you guys have any questions, something piques your interest, definitely shoot me a message, and I can definitely help you guys out. But other than that, that's everything I had for the review of the KP-17. You guys have a great day.